Hello, friends and family. How are you today? Some of my kids are asking about that Xinjiang thing again. Xinjiang in Chinese, that means new territory. So last time we talked about the official media said that 200 people died in the conflict. Actually, if you believe this, you are you don't know about CCP communists. Actually, those conflicts is not the first time. Actually, in the year 1989, they had another conflict. In that conflict, they do not know how many ordinary people they killed. It's like some Beijing citizens, ordinary Chinese citizens, said that they could see the blood flowing down to the sewer. 20,000, 40,000, 100,000. Nobody knows, because that time Beijing is like more than 10 million people, and almost all the people went on the street to protest, and they had a huge slaughter of the whole city. Whoever's on the street, they would just slaughter them. So that time, the Chinese official media said that nobody died. And later on, because there were all kinds of footages that's leaked out, and eventually they say probably 100 people died. So now this time they said there were 200 people died in Xinjiang. Use your imagination. And afterwards, they put those Xinjiang people into a concentration camp. The concept is like they should be really happy in a concentration camp, and they study some skills and eventually come out, become somebody that's useful for the society. And from some internal stuff, we learned that, for instance, there's a town of 20,000 people, about 10,000 are in that study group. And within that 10,000, of course, those are major laborers. Those people who stayed home are the elderly and children. So it ended up the whole town is almost nobody's outside. It's everybody who can work or in a concentration camp. And that way, actually, they were having problems. Eventually, they were talking about this problem to American Senate, and finally, America stepped in to do a law about it, which is very necessary. And in those concentration camp, actually, from the internal information, it's kind of like Hitler's concentration camp. So use your imagination. That's why they say those Xinjiang Uyghur incidents are anti-humanity. It is anti-humanity. the communists for recent years, their economy is kind of down, so they're heading to all over the world to rob people. They kind of invaded Hong Kong, and now they're planning to invade Taiwan. They call it Liberate Taiwan. And anybody who seems to have a little bit of money, if only you have anything to do with those communist people, be ready. You're gonna get robbed. So, well, I'm not too surprised about that because that is the nature of communists. In it doesn't matter what race, what society, Europe or Asia, communist is like that. Say in Russia during the less than 100 years of ruling of Tsar, 900 people died totally. But during the time of communist ruling, also like less than 100 years, like millions of people died. It just communists. They're in the future you will get hold of things like someone like persuading you how good a communist is. Remember those lessons. This is what I know about the communists. So, most of those information are from official media. Only some of them are from the official media overseas in America. So it's still official media. It's I did not make it up. Yeah, that's all I know. But nobody has a real number, how many people died or something. That I do not know. So, so don't say anything that you do not know, and always do whatever say whatever the official media says, and that's the situation. So, shh. I love you guys.